half. But for me, for the final half an hour, it was very, very mediocre, and potentially the score flatters us a bit. But look, we won, and we scored 3 great goals, 3 brilliant goals, actually. So we should be pleased.
Yeah. Just on the Willian goal, actually, I saw a tweet. I haven't verified this or checked it or anything, but I saw a tweet saying Willian at 32 years and 273 days is the oldest player to score his first league goal for Arsenal since John Hollins at 33 years and 75 days, way back in September 1979. There you go. So
don't remember it, gotta say, but no. Look, and it's taken him a while, hasn't it, Willian? Yeah. Goodness me. First Premier League goal in Arsenal colours, but it was a beauty, and it reminded us of what he did at Chelsea, which was chip in regularly with moments like that. I mean, he's a brilliant free kick taker there, wasn't he? And that was a stunning effort. No matter what you think about Willian and his performances this season, that was outstanding.
Yeah, really, really good finish. Right, let's get into the first of the 3 things that we learned from tonight's performance then, and it is about Bukayo Saka. You reminded us what a brilliant attacking fullback he can be. Always loads of love for Saka online. One here says, it's not where Saka's future lies, but in this game, it looks like he enjoys the extra second he gets on the ball as a fullback. Stephen here says, you get just as much out of Saka attacking-wise from fullback as you do further up the pitch. He's fearless. And Vic says Saka is our best attacker, even when he's playing at fullback. You were a bit gutted to see him come away from fullback because you thought he had the West Brom fullback on toast.
I did, yeah. I was a little bit disappointed with the substitution, actually. Just personally, I just felt that maybe Tierney could do with a breather, not a breather, but there's no point risking him. And Saka just had him. He absolutely was destroying the fullback, and then it disrupted our rhythm because we were flying down that side, and then all of a sudden Tierney comes on cold, Saka comes infield, and it was never the same after that. So, yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. I kind of got why he did it in terms of giving Tierney more game time. But I always think, well, look, it's easy for us. We're not managers. I always think if I was a manager in that position and a player is absolutely tormenting their opposite number, the one thing I wouldn't change is that. Just don't change it because, it was working like a dream. But yeah, Saka was absolutely tremendous. Some of the crosses he put in were just begging to be finished, weren't they?
Yeah.
On another day, Nick, I mean, he could have had 5 assists. I mean, he could, couldn't he? I mean, it was that good, the supply line. Really, really impressed with the standard of his wing play today. And it makes you think, look, if Tierney is ever unavailable, definitely he's got to play. Could he do that on the right? What about that? We're looking at right backs. No one has nailed down a right back spot, have they? Let's be honest. We're thinking we might need a new right back. Now, if Saka's such a good left wing back, he's brilliant on the right wing, could he go and do it as a right wing back? Could we have Saka and Tierney either side doing something similar?
I mean, that'd be immense if we had those 2 players on the pitch doing that job at the same time. But we'll have to see how that one pans out. That's for sure. Right, let's have a look at the second thing then that we've learned from this evening's game then. Arsenal continue to lose control of matches. They're good enough to dominate. Is this one here? Yeah, it's it was a little bit frustrating. 3 points were welcome, but Arsenal.
We've updated it.
just like that, out of nowhere, it's been updated. 3 points were welcome, but Arsenal once again lose second half control. We'll take that one instead. We'll go with that one instead, Clarky.
Well, that sums it up for me. Look, it is a very welcome 3 points. We, league position, we're back above Leeds into 9th. No biggie, but it's important, I think, to get a home win. It's been a while. North London derby was the last 3-point haul at Emirates Stadium. So that was welcome. And to score 3 goals is good. 3 great goals as well. But we have to be honest, and we lost control in the second half, didn't we? Here we go.
Yeah. Players not hungry enough, basically, here, from Peace Gabriel. Only a few are hungry, and for a team to perform well, all must be hungry. I mean, we won the game, it's a bit...
Yeah, it's in part hunger, but it's a mentality thing. And I think what we want is driven players to, when they've got a team on the ropes, go for the jugular. Go and destroy them 3, 4, 5, 6. And it does feel like this group are more prepared than most to just sit on it and back off. And sometimes that means that we lose an element of control. I was looking at the stats in the second half of games from Arsenal this season. We're on minus goal difference in the second half of games, which, is not good. And at Emirates in particular, obviously we scored late on here tonight. That made it only our 4 goals in the final 20 minutes at games at Emirates Stadium this season. We've conceded 8 in the final 20 minutes of games. So -4 in the final 20 on our own patch this season. That's a problem. And we need to get those subs right. We need to be changing the game in a positive way. And we need to be keeping control and not backing off towards the end. So look, we won. It's all good. But certainly that's an area to...
Yeah, I agree with that. Right, let's have a look at the third and final thing then from tonight's performance that we can take away. Nikola Pepe's left peg is a match-winning weapon. This one here from Daku says, this is a 72 million goal. Very few wingers in world football who can score this type of goal consistently as Pepe does.
Oh, no, that's not true. I scored them and I cost nothing.
Clarkey was doing Rabona penalties and everything, apparently. Umar says Aaron Robin would be proud of that Pepe goal. Yeah, I mean, he took it brilliantly, didn't he? The way he cut in and just slammed it into the top bins. You love to see that.
Oh, it was gorgeous. It was a brilliant goal, wasn't it? And Hills was right in the commentary. It had a little bit of bend, but it was mainly about power. He lashed it into the far top corner. It was a proper drive. And it is a weapon, that left foot. And for me, again, against the weaker teams, look, against the very best, when we you maybe sometimes need a bit of guile. You don't have as many opportunities to run 1v1. Maybe he's the guy that comes off the... but I think against lower half opposition, get him on the pitch. I'd start him almost every time against the weaker teams where we're going to get those chances, where he's going to get onto the ball in those positions, because he's more likely to score than the others. It's as simple as that. The stats show it. His record is pretty good in all competitions when it comes to finding the back of the net. I think in games like tonight, this is where he comes to the fore. We want him to make the difference against the City, against the Chelsea, against the Man United. We do. That might come, and hopefully it will. But right now, he destroys teams like West Brom.
Yeah. Very much so. Right. Your connection's getting a little bit choppy, so I'm a bit cautious of that. We might lose you. So I think we should get on to question of stats. I mean, it'd be great if we didn't have to go on to question of stats, to be honest, because I don't think I've won. We were looking for total Arsenal passes. I can't even remember what I said because I tactically tried to rip off Dan Roebuck, basically, to block him from winning. But what was the total number? I think you've got the number in front of you.
I'm looking at it now. It was 569.
I think that's what I said.
No, you said 540, my friend, which is 29 out. So you're only 4 off of getting the 3 points. But who is within 25 points?
Thankfully, it's not Dan Roebuck. That's all I care about. It's you. So once again, I mean, you're miles out in the lead. You may as well be in a different competition now. Me and Dan Roebuck are in the championship, and you're just flirting with Champions League football.
Yeah, lucky win tonight. I'll take it. But you're unlucky. I just fed off your guess, and it turned out nice.
All right. Well, fingers crossed I can keep off this late charge from Dan Roebuck, because anything but coming last would be great for me. Right. Clarky, thank you for your company this evening. You'll be back with me for the next one where Wednesday we travel to Stamford Bridge to take on Chelsea. So remember, we've got 2 midweek games coming. I think Dan mentioned it in commentary. There's no game next weekend. So we've got Chelsea and then we've got Crystal Palace the following Wednesday. But this one is an 8:15 kickoff. So make sure you join us on arsenal.com and the app at around 7:45 for it. And we'll see you then. Take care.